what's up everybody, GameDad here, coming at you guys with a brand new pickups video for the month of October, but also this one is extra special because I actually went to the Portland Retro Gaming Expo this year. I was able to hang out with a bunch of awesome people, check out some arcades, and most importantly, pick up some awesome new games. Now, normally in one of these pickup videos, I would have a bunch of footage going on, but I actually picked up well over 100 games this time, including some new consoles for the collection. So, come with me as I show you what I picked up. Alright, so for this pickups video, I am not going to go in any particular order because we have a huge stack of games to go through. So I'm just gonna kind of dive right in and show you guys what I picked up along the way. So at PRGE, I was actually able to, on the last day, on that Sunday, I was able to go through and find a lot of dollar bin kind of deals and pick up a lot of filler titles that I was missing for my N64 collection. So that was kind of cool. So you'll definitely see a bunch of like Madden and NBA kind of games coming through, but I did pick up a few outliers as well. So right here we have War Gods on the N64, and I briefly remember playing this as a kid, like at a friend's house, but I don't really know much about it. So I got that one. Here we've got Triple Play 2000. Got a MLB game, baseball game. Up next, here's the start of those Madden games. So we got Madden 02 for the N64. Then we have NBA In the Zone 98. I'm just gonna kind of jam through these because we have over 130 games that I was able to get. So right here we got the WWF Warzone. Then we got WCW Nitro. And this is the reason also why I'm not doing any gameplay footage for this particular video, because there's a lot of stuff where it'll be the same kind of games. There were just those year after years that came out. So right here we have NASCAR 2000. It's got some stuff on the label right there, so I'm gonna try and see if I can get that off, but yeah, at least, you know, got some of those easy filler titles. A bunch of these I ended up getting for about 50 cents on the 50 cents a piece, so it was pretty nice. We got NFL Quarterback Club 98. Next up, this one I actually do remember. This was a pretty fun game from what I remember, and that is WrestleMania 2000. So I do remember that one being a pretty fun game. Here's one of those random outliers. That's Mission Impossible for the N64. Then we have NFL Quarterback Club 2000. So there's another quarterback club game. Here's Madden 01. And I think as I was going through and adding these to the list for the collection, I actually have every Madden game on the N64 now, and there was a lot of them. Here is Namco Museum 64. So that's pretty fun to have. Aero Fighters Assault right there. Now some of these, they still have their packaging that the different vendors there at PRGE had. Let's see, so here's some more Madden games. We got Madden 64. Then up next we have Madden 99. And let's see, we have NASCAR 99. So nothing mind-blowing for the collection. Like I said, a bunch of filler titles. Here we have Kobe Bryant in NBA Courtside. And then the sequel to that, NBA Courtside 2, featuring Kobe Bryant. We got NBA Live 2000. A lot of the games on the N64 library, they had 2000 in the name because that was around when it came out. NHL Breakaway 98. Here's a pretty fun one, Ridge Racer 64. Then we got WCW versus NWO Revenge. Now, I'm not a huge wrestling fan, but apparently the N64 companies were the ones that made games for them. Alright, here we have MRC Multi-Racing Championship. I had never actually seen this game before, so I have no idea if that's any good. We have NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC. And this one I'm actually kind of happy about. We got Quake, and then we also got Quake 2. So I was able to get both the Quake games on N64, so that was kind of neat. Up next, we got Knockout Kings 2000. Then Rugrats in Paris, the movie. I actually remember this one. It was actually kind of fun. Kind of, you know, a dumb concept, but fun game. All right, here is Mayhem. I think this was a WCW game, Mayhem. I don't know much about wrestling, but I'm pretty sure that's Goldberg on the front of it. Doesn't look like Steve Austin. All right, here we have NFL Quarterback Club 99. That's the third one. NBA Live 99. Lots of basketball, lots of football, a little bit of hockey, some NASCAR. Now I'm probably gonna butcher the name of this, but Waialae Country Club True Golf Classics. And John Madden strikes again with Madden 2000. Here we have Monopoly. Always a fun, if you want to have a little board game night and you don't actually have the board game. And here we've got All-Star Baseball 2000. So with some of these I've already got the end labels on them. I have my big label sheet, but I haven't been able to go through and process all of them yet. Alright, now moving into some of the other games. Here is one that I picked up on that Sunday. We have Super R-Type. Sorry about the reflection on there. It's still got that plastic case on it. But yeah, Super R-Type. So I was really excited to pick that one up. That'll be a fun one. Then let's see here, some of the NES games that I picked up. We got Kings of the Beach. Now, it does not get more 80s than that cover. Kings of the Beach. Then right here, everybody loves some Wheel of Fortune, so picked that one up. Here we have Al Unser Jr. Turbo Racing. So I got a nice racing game for the NES. And I actually had the 1, 2, 3 version, and I saw this, I was like, oh hey, I might as well get that. It's the Sesame Street ABC. So I've got my 2 little girls, so maybe I'll see if that game is any good for them. We'll see. Then we got Vegas Dream, if you want to get some gambling on. And here we have Silent Service for the NES. Next up is Bad Street Brawler. This looks like a kind of like a Bad Dudes Wannabe kind of game. I don't know, I've never played it. Alright, then we have Fisher Price, I Can Remember. Okay, again, some of those nice filler titles for the collection. Now, the face condition of this game is not very good, but we got 10-Yard Fight. My buddy Mnemonic Tutor, he's on Twitch, and then he's often doing stuff with John Riggs as well. Him and I were looking at the same table, and a few of these games, luckily the person had duplicates, but man, he snaked up that much better condition 10-Yard Fight before I could. Alright, then we have Roger Clemens, MVP Baseball. So many sports titles. Ugh. But here's a classic one. I'm pretty sure this is one of the black box games. Tennis on the NES. So, there we go. Nice little tennis game. Then we have John Elway's Quarterback. Now there was a great quarterback right there. I don't know much about football, but I know who John Elway is. Alright, then coming up right here. I don't know if this was a black box or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Was Popeye a black box game? I don't remember. But there you go. Or if you want to check out my my PRGE video that I did, I actually got some footage of the entire black box collection from John Hancock's collection. So maybe that one was in there and I just missed it. So picked up Popeye, and we'll go back to some other NES games in a minute, but kind of a little grab bag thing. They had Uno and Skip-Bo, one of those combo Game Boy Advance carts. So picked that one up, didn't have that. And then Game Boy Color, we have R-Type DX. So that was a cool little pickup, R-Type, that's a super fun game. And let's see here. Here we have some random Game Gear games. So we have WrestleMania Steel Cage Challenge. Try to get that to focus in for you guys. Let's see. There we go. Then up next we have Poker Face Paul's Blackjack. Then we got NBA Action by Sega Sports. And this one, I remember, I think this is actually a pretty fun game. This is Monster Truck Wars for the Game Gear. So I'll have to check that one out, see how that one plays. Then right here, I have no idea what this game is about, but this is Psychic World. And I'm pretty sure it's a PAL game based on just the way part of the labeling looks, but I'm not sure. Then right here we have the Majors Pro Baseball. Oh, that's blurry. Let's focus that in for you. There we go. Alright, and then this one right here, This was an import, a Japanese game. And this one, I don't remember off the top of my head. Somebody told me what the name of it was. I think it was like Shinjin or something Ninja #2. It was only one of 2 Sunsoft games made for the Game Gear. So there was that one. Alright, now some more modern things that I got in October. We have Super Mario Party. So I did a game review of this recently, and it has its shortcomings, but it's still a fun game. Get some people to jam out with you on that. So Super Mario Party on the Switch. And then I still have to beat some of the other games. What is it? I think the last one that I still haven't played through is Syndicate, and then got to go through Origins, and then I picked up Assassin's Creed Odyssey. So I heard Syndicate wasn't very good, but Origins was supposed to kind of revamp the whole series, so that'll be fun to play. Now this one actually just came in the mail yesterday, as of filming of this video anyways, and that is a PSVR game, and this is Astro Bot Rescue Mission. And with this one, I was actually watching one of John Riggs' videos, and he highly recommended this game. And from the gameplay footage that I saw of it, looks super fun. So I'm excited to get down on a VR platformer. That'll be fun. And then what kind of collection would be complete without Red Dead 2? Had to pick it up, had to do it. I haven't even opened up or broken the seal on it yet, but this is the special edition. I guess this one comes with some extra Blu-ray content. And from what I've heard, this is actually multiple discs to install the game. That's crazy that we're actually reaching that point again where games require multiple discs to play. So, Red Dead 2, can't wait to start jamming out on that one. Now this one, kind of cool. It has a Microsoft employee sticker on it, and that is Crimson Skies on the original Xbox. So that was kind of neat to see it with the Microsoft sticker on there, and not to be sold, has an employee number on it, so don't know who that employee is, but he sold it. But yeah, Crimson Skies on the original Xbox, excellent game, and that is one of the first, I believe, that they actually did backwards compatibility for. Alright, and then we got Return to Castle Wolfenstein, Tides of War. And that is another OG Xbox game that I picked up. Alright, now, random little accessory that I found. They wanted like $5 for it. And it is called the Handy Gear Joy Plus. And this thing, it reminds me of that big behemoth case thing that you can get for the original Game Boy. So, I mean, this has got all of the ports on the back, or all the openings for ports, and what this actually is a giant case for your Game Gear. So let's see, where's that opening? So you just open it up there, pop your Game Gear in, and allows you to play in this behemoth of a case because the Game Gear wasn't big enough already. And it actually even has an indent for if you have that that 6 battery pack on the back of your Game Gear. So I thought that was kind of ridiculous that they actually made an accessory like this. Oh, I did not close that right. There we go. Alright, so picked that up. It was only a few bucks. Now, something else that I picked up, and if you saw my Xbox collection videos, you'll know that I was starting to have some trouble reading discs. So I picked up another Xbox. It was only $10. No cable, with no cables and stuff like that. I didn't need any of that. I already have it all. So I will be able to kind of Frankenstein the two together and get a fully functional one again, since my disk drive is starting to go out, even after cleaning it. So picked that guy up. Go ahead and set that back to the side. Now, something that was cool and that was pointed out to me is I actually got the CBS edition of this, and that is the ColecoVision Expansion Module #1. Now, with this one, you plug it into the front of your ColecoVision, and it allows you to play Atari 2600 games. And yeah, it was pointed out that this is actually the CBS version of it. So I guess that adds a little bit of notoriety to it being the CBS version. I don't know. But cool, I can play Atari 2600 on my Coleco now. Alright, now a game that I've been wanting to pick up for a long time, and Atari Age was there at PRGE, so I was able to get it. That is Halo 2600. So Halo on the Atari 2600, and I've seen footage of it and played like a little demo of it. This looks like an awesome game. They actually have like the elites and different weapons and stuff like that in it. So I'm excited to jam out on some Halo. Go 2600 style. That'll be really fun. All right. Next up, if you saw my game review for it, we got Mega Man 11, and this is the Switch edition, so it comes with that Mega Man 11 amiibo in there. And in my review, I do a full unboxing of this, so if you want to see that, go ahead and check out that card above. But yeah, Mega Man 11, already beaten this game. It was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed playing through this game. I didn't go through a ton of the extra challenges and stuff because I just didn't feel like it. But the main game was fun. Enjoyed that. Now another one, people were talking about this constantly, and I'm actually going to do a separate unboxing and gameplay footage video of this one, but that is the collector's edition of Holy Diver. And this is the super hard box version of it. I guess there were only a few thousand of these made, and they had a few extras available at PRGE. So I picked one up. This is remake of the NES game, Holy Diver. It only came out in Japan originally, and then as of, what was it, 2018, 2017, they did a worldwide release and remade it, special edition cartridge. They give you all kinds of little feelies in there, and yeah, you guys will have to check out the unboxing that I do of this one. All right. Now, that's about halfway. I got a whole other box right down here, and let's dive in. Up next, we got another NES game. That is Championship Bowling. Okay, so just bowling on the NES. Now this one, I had no idea that they had snowboarding games on the NES until I saw this one, and that is Heavy Shreddin'. That's another one that just screams 80s at you. Just loud and in your face. And it's even, if you look closely, it's that original style snowboard where it has the flat back on it, those speed boards. So that was kind of cool. Alright, and then I picked up Gumshoe. Nice little light zapper game. Up next, Jack Nicklaus. And this one is Greatest 18 Holes of Major Championship Golf. Oh yeah, that screams good time. Alright, got some more cartridges here. We got NBA All-Star Challenge with that dreaded LJN logo on there. So we'll see how this one plays out. Then we have Bubsy 2. Bubsy does not get enough love. It's not a great game, but it's not horrible. I mean, there's worse games than Bubsy. I don't know why they made a second one, but here it is. Next up, we actually have the Power Rangers the movie game. So I was excited about that one. Love me some original Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I don't know any kid from my era that didn't like that show. And then here we have Sequest DSV. I actually have this one on Genesis already, but did not have it for Super Nintendo yet, so pick that one up. Alright, here is a little random find that I didn't have. I actually collect the World of Nintendo figurines, and this is one from Series 1-1, the very first series, that I actually didn't have. So I was kind of excited about getting that one right there. That is the 8-bit White Link. And then also another random pickup that I did, I got the 5 to 6 player expansion for Catan. So I love playing Settlers of Catan. Got this one, the main game, the Seafarers expansion, fun games. Really enjoy playing this. Alright, up next we have some Genesis games. So right here I have Subterranea. And funny thing is, I didn't really know much about this game, but actually watching one of John Hancock's most recent videos, because we just had the 30-year Sega Genesis, he was saying this is actually one of his favorite games, Subterranea. And then next up we have NFL Football 94. Just another random pickup for the collection. Speaking of John Hancock, I was able to pick up his Game Panic Immortal Edition. That is his custom homebrew with his mug right there on the front of it. And kind of hard to see, but right here down in the corner, I was able to get him to sign it for me. So I have an autographed copy of Immortal John Hancock's homebrew. So that was kind of neat to get for Atari 2600. Random title right here. John Riggs had his little dollar bins going, and I was able to pick this up for just $1. I have no idea if it's good, if it's absolutely horrendous, but it's Adventure Time. Explore the dungeon, because, I don't know. It's literally called Explore the Dungeon because I don't know. But for $1, I mean, I asked him, "Are you sure?" And he's like, "Dude, somebody give me like 1,000 of these. I don't care." So $1, why not? 3DS game. All right. Now I got a random Famicom game. That's Frontline by Taito, however you pronounce that. So there's Frontline. All right, and let's see. Before we get into what I was really proud to be able to get, I have a couple more miscellaneous games for you guys. I don't have all the titles in front of me for them, but I was able to pick up some Famicom Disk System games. So this one, the sticky on it says Bio Miracle. So got one of those FDS games right there. Let's see, we've got Kick Challenger right here. I went through and got these all translated already. I just don't have the list in front of me. I want to say, oh yeah, with the 2 on there. This is actually Super Mario 2. And it is not the Lost Levels version, but actually the Doki Doki Panic version. So the American version. This one right here says Almana, and it's actually got a couple of different games in it. One is Adventures of Chatren? I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, here was Kid Icarus on the FDS. This one is apparently called Ataki. Never played it, never heard of it. And then I got one in case, and I don't remember at all what this one is called because I cannot read Japanese. Thank you, Google Translate. Alright, I was able to pick up a couple of Virtual Boy games. I think one of them fell down in the box, but here is, or maybe this was the only one I got. This is Golf for the Virtual Boy, so I was able to pick that one up. Alright, and then one of the main things that I wanted to pick up while I was in at PRGE in Portland was a replacement for my Famicom Disk System. My disk system is starting to die, and my Famicom doesn't like me much either. So I went ahead and picked up a Sharp Twin Famicom. John Riggs was recently gifted a new one, or not new, but new to him, and it was in better condition than his old one, so I was able to buy his old one off of him. So you got your Famicom load up there, and then it's got the disk system actually built into it, so it doesn't take up as much space. And then you got your wired controllers 1 and 2 right there. So I was excited to be able to get a Famicom, or Sharp Twin Famicom. Now, the last thing that I will go through is something I was pretty excited to pick up again from John Riggs. Is he wanted to sell off his entire Philips CDI collection. So, often regarded as an absolutely horrendous and crappy console, but hey, I have one. So this is the Famicom Disk System, or not Famicom Disk System, the Philips CDI. And for those that don't really know the history of it, whenever Nintendo finally decided to bail on Sony and not make the PlayStation, they ended up going to Philips to work with them to make a disc-based console, and gave them a bunch of rights to their characters, different things like that, and completely butchered it. They are regarded as the worst Nintendo games ever, or Nintendo licensed games. But I still own it. So, got that standard weird like TV remote looking controller that goes with the CDI right there. And then he actually also had a CDI gamepad. So that allows you to play more like a traditional console instead of using that really weird remote. So I was able to get that. And this is something that I have actually never seen before. Its power runs through what looks like a Cat5 jack, a network cable. So I have never seen a dedicated power run through that. I've seen like voice over IP for phones and stuff, but never as a dedicated power source. So there's that. All right, and now to go along with my new CDI, I also got John Riggs' entire CDI collection. So that is, I think it was about 40 games. So we're down to the end right here. So I'm just gonna kind of jam through these. So we have Inca. No idea what it is. This one is actually, John was telling me, this is actually the movie. This is Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country. So that's actually the full movie on CDI. So that's kind of cool. Rock out with some Star Trek. Then we have Pack Panic. And then right here we have Secret Mission. A lot of these I'm sure nobody has ever heard of, and a lot of them I'm sure are complete crap. But I've also heard there are some halfway decent titles on here. So here we have Merlin's Apprentice. We have Muzzy. Learn French the Fun Way. I think I remember this being a cartoon or something. And this is one that I actually heard wasn't that bad. It's still not great, but that is Hotel Mario. So that's kind of cool. I think the CDI is the only console that ever came out on. Then we have Space Ace. And you can see right there, has kind of that classic CDI look with the cartoons that you interact with and everything. Then we have Mystic Midway, Phantom Express. And then right here, Sticky Bear Math. I think I remember playing this on PC when I was a kid. Then we've got Video Speedway, the ultimate racing experience. Not likely. Then The Joker's Wild, based on the hit TV game show. Alright, moving right along. Almost through these. We have Mutant Rampage Body Slam. As you can see, I'm kind of running out of table space here now. Then we have Burn Cycle. It literally says that it is a mind-blowing game. So no idea what that is, but it's kind of a cool, like, neon green case with it. It's kind of neat. Oh, and it looks like this is more than one disc to this game. I haven't even opened this one yet. Yeah, looks like this is a 2-disc game. Alright. And then all the news and views from 1995. Oh yeah. I bet a lot of people that are watching this video were not even born in 1995. Here we have Chaos Control. Up next is Flintstones Jetsons Time Warp. I don't know if this one is a game or if it's a movie or what this one is. Because I remember there was actually a movie that was like that where they had a Flintstones Jetsons crossover. Alright, so right here for CDI we have Seventh Guest, and then actually right underneath that is the PC CD-ROM version of Seventh Guest. So I have that on PC now too. Then we have Tetsuo Gaiden. No idea. Some sort of shooter, it looks like. Shmup, shoot 'em up. Then right here we have Kether? I don't know. It's still in the shrink wrap. I don't know what kind of game that's going to be. Moving right along, we have Lost Eden. Looks like some sort of little exploration kind of game. Then we have Earth Command, the future of our world is in your hands. Some of these sound like they'd be pretty cool games, but I don't know. Oh, here we go. This is a movie. We got Secret of Nim. I remember that as a kid. That was a cool movie. Good book, too. Here we go. Oh, my daughters would probably like this. This is Mother Goose Hidden Pictures. And then, of course, what would a console be without some sort of sports-related title? This is NFL Football Trivia Challenge. And what year is this from? This is from 1994. So that's a real trivia challenge. Test you back a few decades. All right, then A Visit to Sesame Street. Numbers. Aw, Big Bird. Then we have International Tennis Open, and this is a simultaneous 2-player game. Watch out. Okay, now we have ABC Sports presents the Palm Springs Open, because that's where everyone wanted to be when this game came out. Palm Springs Open. Almost done. Here we have the Crayon Factory. No idea. Coloring game, probably. Space Ace. I think that's the second copy that I pulled in this. NFL Hall of Fame Football. Another Sesame Street game, Visit Sesame Street Letters. A Great Day at the Races. Looks like a horse racing game. Or like a betting on horse racing game. The Berenstain Bears on their own and you on your own. Huh. Okay. So Berenstain Bears. How do you guys pronounce it? Leave me a comment down below. Berenstain? I don't know. It spells Berenstain, but people always have a different recollection of that. Alright, and here we have Flashback. This is actually one that was just recently re-released on the Switch, so that's kind of cool. Now up next we have X-Men Night of the Sentinels. So that actually might be a pretty cool game, or it looks like it's an interactive comic maybe, not an actual game. Alright, we're down to the last 6 things. So here we have, ooh, this makes it totally rare. It's Longbox CDI, and this is Laser Lords. You got that big ugly lizard on the front right there. Laser Lords. I'm just gonna set that there. Then right here we have Compton's Interactive Encyclopedia. Alright, an interactive encyclopedia that is beyond out of date. And then Time Life 35mm photography. Fancy. Here we go. This game I'm sure will be fun. I don't know how you could butcher this too badly. That's Pinball for CDI, so that'll be kind of cool. Play some pinball. Cartoon Jukebox. So I don't know if this is just like songs and stuff like that, but I'm sure my girls will have fun with something like that. They love music, love dancing. And then the #1 thing that anybody ever wants to collect on a CDI are the 3 Zelda games. Now, those games are incredibly stupidly expensive. I think the most expensive of the 3 is something like $400, which is absolutely ridiculous. But luckily, someone had given John burned copies of the 3 games, so I don't have to buy them and I can still play them. So right here we have Zelda, the Wand of Gamelon. Then right here we have Zelda's Adventure, and that one you actually play as Zelda, not Link. And then right here we have Link, the Faces of Evil. So right there we have the 3 Zelda games for the CDI. So awesome, that'll actually be kind of exciting to play those. And that massive stack that we just went through, that is all of the pickups I had for October. So there you have it, everybody. That is all of the brand new games that I picked up while I was at PRGE and throughout the month of October. Now, if you were also at PRGE this year, I would love to hear from you down in the comments below. Did you guys pick anything up? Did you meet any cool new people? Any YouTubers while you guys were there? So definitely let me know down below, what were your pickups for this month? Now, if you guys like this video, please make sure you go ahead and hit those like and subscribe buttons down below, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. That way you get alerted every time I got a brand new video coming out. As always, I'm GameDad. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later.